Why does an online argument feel so visceral, yet leave you completely detached from the human being on the other side? Porges proved that human beings possess a pretty sophisticated social engagement system, which is governed primarily by the myelinated ventral vagus nerve. Now, this nerve directly links your heart rate and lung capacity to the facial muscles around your eyes, your middle ear muscle, which is going to be able to tune into human vocal frequency, and your vocal cords. When you sit across the table from an actual biological human being, your nervous system runs an automatic subconscious background process called neuroception. Basically, your brain is scanning their micro expressions, the tilt of their neck, the warmth in their vocal tone, and the dilation of their pupils. If they show any type of distress, your ventral vagal complex activates. It downregulates your heart rate, it halts the adrenaline dump, and then it forces you into this state of social attunement. You're biologically hardwired to de-escalate when you see the pain in another human being's eyes. When you flatten human communication down to 280 characters on a glass screen, you completely bypass the ventral vagus nerve. Your brain no longer perceives a brother or a neighbor, it perceives an environmental threat to be eliminated. Look at what happens when you spend 4 hours in a comment section flame war. Your sympathetic nervous system redlines. This is where your body is going to start to pump cortisol and adrenaline into your bloodstream as if a predator were in the room, but you have no physical outlet. You aren't fighting a tiger, you're typing with your thumbs while sitting on a memory foam couch. And then you have the cognitive flatlining. Under acute sympathetic arousal, the prefrontal cortex shuts down nuance. This is where black and white thinking takes over and everything about that prefrontal cortex completely dies. And then you have the total empathy severance. Because there's no face, because there's no voice, and because there's no physical vulnerability in front of you, your mirror system never kicks in to stop the bleeding. You end up behaving like a clinical sociopath, not necessarily because you have an antisocial personality disorder, but because you're operating inside an environment that systematically amputates your empathy circuits. You become a brain trapped in a jar, firing electrical spikes at other brains trapped in jars, wondering why your soul feels dry, your marriage feels distant, and your relationship with God feels completely hollow. All of these problems, where are the solutions?